all labors are painful only, because it involves so many factors when you talk about labor. Respected chairperson, organizers of Sri Jagadguru, Gavisiddeshwara, Ayurveda, Vaidyakiya Mahavidyalaya, as well as Arogya Bharati, Karnataka, and Rajiv Gandhi University. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you with what my insights are. We will explore this. So trying to understand the cognitive function during labor with the help of Garba Kamala and Ayurvedic Perspective. So these are my contents. So let me introduce you to initially with labor, which is a complex and it is subjective. Not all people will have the same kind of pain. Just like we have Guru Vyadita and Lagu Vyadita. For a woman who is very anxious, it is the first time delivery for us. She doesn't know what is going to happen, how it is going to happen. And if she's not aware of the process of delivery, then definitely she will have more pain. The pain, we can say that several factors affect a woman's perception of labor, making each experience a new experience or a unique experience, because no deliveries are same. The same woman might have different type of experience in each labor. The pain intensity has been experimented or researched to a large extent, not only in Ayurveda, but in allopathic medicines also, where they say that, as I told you, the nulliparous woman will have more pain, and multiparous will have less pain. So, even in Ayurveda, we say that Prasava Avi, the Avi which is experienced during labor, it is called as Prasava Avi, gradually increases in intensity, and during the second stage of labor, the intensity, to describe the intensity, our acharyas have used terminologies like Praghada-tara Avi. That the term itself tells you the intensity of the pain, which our acharyas have told. Research has found that labor is not a very simple process, but during this process, the consciousness of the woman is altered. We are also giving a terminology for that today as birthing consciousness. Birthing consciousness is related to cognitive function, where the consciousness of the woman is altered. In what's her body? So in that sense, when you talk about it as an altered consciousness, which is not what actually she is. So here, the birthing consciousness is characterized by increased focus time. Focus time in a sense, focusing on the process, what is happening in her body. What is happening in her body, whether she's getting pain, how is the pain, what is happening to her uterus. That is what she's going to focus on, rather than what is happening in and around her. She is also having time distortion, and she retreats from social constraints, allowing for instinctive, uninhibited behavior driven by limbic system. All of us know limbic system is that part of our brain which is attached to the cognitive function. So what is the cognitive function during labor? What happens to the cognitive function during labor? It provides the basis for cognitive behaviors. Now, cognitive behavior is that how the woman tolerates pain, how she behaves when she has extreme pain, how she tolerates the pain. All these come under cognitive behavior, which I'll be dealing next, where how the woman in labor copes with pain, their level of anxiety or fear, and their ability to follow instructions or adapt to new information during labor. Each and every point of the labor period, we will be telling them you have to do this, you have to do that, and language ability. These are all the areas in which the frontal lobe is working. So here, during labor, as I told you, the cognitive function is altered, and that state is called as hypofrontality. I told you the frontal lobe will not be function to its best. The functioning is reduced. That is why it is called as hypofrontality, and it is associated with this, which may help the woman. When we talk about the cognitive function, or when we talk about helping the woman cope up with the pain, we are talking about improving the function of frontal lobe. So what happens during the labor? I talked to you about birthing consciousness. Then I told you that there is instinctive behavior, uninhibited responses, limbic system activation is there, as well as neurobiological influences also will be there during the process of labor. So all this fine, but what happens when the person is with fear and anxiety? Now what happens at that time? So this is that now we are coming to the center of our topic, where we are trying to use a particular CBT, that is Garba Kamala, to reduce the anxiety and fear in a woman towards labor. So here you see that fear or anxiety are very basic emotions what all of us feel when we are in some situation which is threatening. Now already you are told the woman that it can be life-threatening, it can be complicated, the pain will be more, you will not be able to tolerate. When these terms are already used, then the woman has fear and anxiety, which is a very basic information. So as a Homo sapiens, we experience anxiety in the prospect of a dangerous or negative event. Many of them project labor, especially normal delivery, as a dangerous event, and there is a saying that the woman has undergone punarjanma. Every time she delivers, they say that you have attained punarjanma. Because, yes, I agree that labor or delivery, normal delivery includes mortality and morbidity, but when it is done under a very controlled situation where the doctor and the facilities are good, then we can make the whole process as a very enjoyable event or a process which does not put the patient in a fear or anxiety situation. So research says that nulliparous pregnant women with a moderate or to high anxiety score experience dystocia. So mere emotion like anger and anxiety and fear can lead to complications. Now who knows this? Who will believe this? But it is true, because there is a neurological connection between what is happening to the woman during the process of labor, and when the woman is in fear, she definitely will encounter dystocia like shoulder dystocia, or difficult where the cervix will not dilate itself. That is called as cervical dystocia. And this, we have personally experienced this, where a woman is delivering first time and her family members are telling, don't worry, nothing will happen. These are all santvana given, but behind this, there is a threat that something might happen to her also. So the threat itself or the anxiety itself becomes the cause for non-progression of labor, leading to conditions where she will have to undergo cesarean section. Probably that is why cesarean section rates are increasing, because of the social media. I have seen n number of reels. I have read so many stories where they talk about fear and the difficulty of labor. That itself, when the woman reads about it, when the woman sees such kind of reels, then probably she is anxious and she has fear about normal delivery. Here, what are the hormonal impacts? What are the biochemical impacts? We have seen that fear and anxiety has an impact on oxytocin. Oxytocin is a very important hormone which helps in the process of labor. So fear and anxiety has an impact on oxytocin. There, the process